Alright, Karina baby, for the 16th we have sports day. I took a turn in the sack race. I was doing all right until Josh bumped into Lizzie and I fell over Bill. We almost came first in the three-legged race, me and Daisy Pete. Then our legs got mixed up somehow and we landed in a heap. But my best race was running. Bang went the starting gun. Bang went the starting gun. I ran like the wind to the finish line and everyone cheered. You won. Look at that. It's fun to do races. It's fun to be on sports teams. It's fun to have a team in general. Let's do, this poem was written by Ernest Lawrence Thayer in 1888 when Major League Baseball was still relatively young. The National League had been organized 12 years earlier, and the American League would not be established until 1900. But just about every American town of any size had a baseball team, professional or amateur, and just about every team had its hero. Here is the story of Mudville's finest, the mighty Casey. Casey at the bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning more to play. And then when Coney died at first and Burroughs did the same, a sticky silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A struggling few got up in deep despair to wrest a chug of the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. That thought of its only Casey could but got a whack at the bat. Wouldn't put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did also Johnny Blake, and the former was Lulu, and the latter was a cake. So upon the shrieking multitude grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Finn let drive a single to the woodmount of all, and Blake, the match disposal, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and the men saw what had occurred, when Jimmy safe at second and Flynn a hug in third, then from 5,000 throats and more there rose a lofty yell, a rumble through the village, a rattling in the dell. It knocked upon the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. Casey at the bat. There was an ease of Casey's manner and stepping into the place. That was pride in Casey's burning and a smile on Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat, and a stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him, and rubbing his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applaud when he wiped them on his shirt. Then, the whitening pitcher ground the ball into his hip. Defense gleaming in Casey's eyes, a smear curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurling through the air, and Casey stood a-watchin' in the husky blunder there, close by the sturdy baseman, and the bat on heeled spread. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the emperor said. From the benches, black and white, that went up in a muffled war, like a beating of a storm waves in a stern of a distant shore. Kill him! Kill the emperor! Shouts someone in the stands. And it's likely that they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity from Casey's visor shone, he stilled the rising tremble his blade the game goes on. He signaled to the pitcher, and one more, the sphere followed. But Casey still ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two." "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed aloud, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey and the audience was odd. They saw his face glow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. They knew that Casey wouldn't let the ball go by again. And the sneer is gone from Casey's lips. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds his cruel violence, his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favorite land, the sun shining bright, the band a playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are alight, and somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children stout, and there is no joy in Mudville. Casey's has struck out. Oh, Casey struck out. Karina, baby, let's do this old man, he played one, he played knick-knack on his thumb with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played two, he played knick-knack on his shoe with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played three, he played knick-knack on his knee with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played four, he played knick-knack on the door with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played five, he played knick-knack on his thigh with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. All right, so even though they didn't win, they all had fun, right? So they all won the day by just being content in the moment, enjoying their moment, and just enjoying their day. Because they all went out to the game together, and they all just had fun together. And even though he didn't win, hopefully he was a good sport and shook all their hands. Let's do, the Incy Wincy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the Incy Wincy Spider went up the spout again. I hope that you are enjoying your day and your moments and your time, and that you're content and that you're happy. And I just love you and I miss you, and I hope you know how much I love you. I will always love you, my baby.